Previously on the Hot and Cold podcast.
And I had a number of friends that asked me about the Mo posters in the background.
They say that feeds cancer. I mean,
Yeah.
don't cite me on that. I'm a knucklehead. I don't know. Are you ready for it, Brian?
Welcome to the show.
I'm not Mr. Latino.
Do you prefer cherry or green Jell-O?
Let's see here.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Blast off.
Hey, what is it? Customyaphilme?
Custom, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.
Hey. 3, 2, 1. Customyaphilme?
Testing, 1, 2.
Test 1.
This is going, right?
Yeah, we're recording. Welcome. I don't even do welcomes, but it's interesting. We talked for 2 or 3 hours just now. And now we're turning recording on.
Yeah.
My boy Phil made me some bracelets, custom bracelets, and I wanted to bring them on and bullshit like the old days. And so,
Yeah, we've been talking in the back. It's like, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, but it doesn't feel like that.
I even kind of started thinking about what we could talk about, because the thing I liked the most was your story about the panty dropper that had to be changed. And you're a star and avid golfer. What is that?
I'm not a star, but it was just something I like to do a while back. You know,
Yeah.
I just was
You worked at Great Southwest, right?
Yeah, for a while. I lived off the golf course as well.
Yeah.
Ninth
That's
hole.
a whole nother. But was that from Great Southwest?
Yeah, it was Great Southwest, and I lived off the 9th hole for about 3 years.
Yeah.
That was fun too.
But that's where the avid golfer thing came from.
Oh, that happened because we had these pavilion parties. You know, pavilion
Yeah.
parties. A bunch of people come out, and I pretty much got them ready. You take all the stuff out there, and they wanted some drinks.
Who had the pavilion party? Just any.
The Great Southwest.
Yeah. Okay.
So whenever all these people would come out after night, and I'd just make them drinks. So I had this drink handed down, but it was called the panty dropper, and man, they really liked it. So I was making them up, doing my thing, and I guess some lady liked them and told the average golfer, and they reached out to me and they brought me on there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Did like a drink of the month or something like that? Or?
Oh yeah, it's called the panty dropper, but you couldn't put it on there as
They
the
told-
panty dropper. So pretty much, I made the drink, and I asked them what other kind of liquor they wanted in it. It was Grand Marnier. So what I did is make the drink, and I topped it off with the Grand Marnier, and I called it the morning after.
Nice. Dude,
But,
Grand Marnier. Not many unbartenders or alcohol people know that. And we had it at Saltgrass when I worked there. We had a Grand Marnier margarita.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Grand Marnier became one of my favorite. Liqueur, maybe? I mean, I don't even.
Liqueur, it's
Yeah.
a liqueur, but it's a top off, so
Yeah.
it made it look cool. And I did a little picture. They asked me some things about myself. That's pretty much what it was.
Feel. And this is fun for me, I know, because we kind of talked about this earlier about every time I run into you, it's like big smile, Cole, hey, what, and it's like this, like,
Hey.
we never like kicked it on a regular basis type deal, but like, I don't know, back in high school it was more regular, and then a little after it kind of thinned out, but it was like, let's go see Phil. All right, let's go.
That's pretty much, yeah.
I can remember being over there after the bars close,
Yeah.
walking out to the 9th hole and
Hey.
doing putts and
Play
chip
some little
shots.
golf. It's fun. I like to have fun. So I don't know. A lot of people came over. I have a lot of, let's say, acquaintances.
Yeah, because of
Just me. I don't know what it is, but
that's part of being friends with you, and why I choose to be friends with you is because it's like a welcome place, right? I mean, you weren't turning people away. I mean, people just showing up to see you, man.
yeah, it's just like to do my thing. I guess you would say that. I don't know. I could only be myself.
That's a pretty cool lifestyle, though, if you think about it. Bartending at the course,
Yeah.
living on the 9th hole. I mean, that's your job. That's your money. That's where you're at, and
Yeah,
I mean,
it
that's
was
like.
I've done a lot of things though. Like
Oh yeah, but I
would-
mean, that was like a time and for a few
sure, that
years
was
at
a
least.
Good time. I can say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I had a great time there all
I'd,
the time.
we came through there. I came through there multiple times. It was just so cool how we would be sitting there and we'd be looking for something to do, and Javier or Roland would be like, "Let's call Phil."
Hey.
We'd roll through. The other thing we talked. So my freshman year in college, it's the second semester. I'm literally drinking and smoking every day, every night. Like I didn't care about school.
Yeah.
I ended up failing that semester.
Wow.
Right, but this is what we're doing. I go over to my buddy Colin's house, who we worked together, and he's a good friend of mine. We were doing the same thing. Him and 3 or 4 of his friends, and I'm pulling up, and they're starting to get in beef with somebody. Like somebody's fighting or somebody. And I
Yeah.
get out of the car. I'm trying to look what's going on, and the other car pulls up,
Yeah.
and they get out of the car, and they start coming over to Colin and his friends, and I'm in the middle, and I look, and Phil goes, "Cole," and I go, "Phil." I was like, "Oh, whoa!"
Hey, see, that's
And it
how
was
is
like, dude,
sometimes.
and like your friends, and then the Cole were still kind of talking trash, but it was like,
Yeah.
nah, let's just squash this. Like, hey man, how you doing? Oh, good to see you.
It's probably because I recognized your face, you know what I mean?
It's that
I'm like,
calming-
hey, what's up, Cole? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on over here, but hey,
Yeah.
what's up, dude? How you been? It's one of those things.
You never know, like what you run into. Y'all might have been boxing like real quick. At least one of your friends would have been, right?
Yeah, maybe that. You know, I don't know. I stay out of trouble. Try
Yeah.
to.
Well, that's the other thing is I had Mr. Holt on here, and
cool.
he called it out. You know, he's like, you were fronting, and I was like, almost took offense to it. But he's like, I did. I just wanted to fit in. I wanted to bang with who
Me and
I
Mr.
was
Holt
at.
go back. You know, I told you, like, I know Mr. Holt. You know, I wasn't really a troublemaker, but, you know, I like to talk and,
Yep.
you know, things, you know. Me and Mr. Holt go back, yeah. But,
I had him in
Taught me some
7th grade
things.
the first time.
oh, yeah, me too, at Adams. Or,
Were you at Adams? So that would have
Yeah, I
been your
went to
6th grade
Adams.
year, because you're a
Oh,
year
yeah.
younger than me, right?
yeah, so I went to Adams. And then GP, all GP.
Me and some of the dudes, a realtor friend of mine, we go up there before COVID anyway, but
that's
and
old news, too.
and work with the troubled kids.
Oh, really?
At lunch, we bring them pizza and talk with them. I brought the chief of police up there one time. You know, like just, I mean, we were talking about like some kids ain't being even raised right these days.
Yeah.
They don't hear simple things like do better or, you know, try to show a little respect. And when you say that, they're kind of like, it's like nobody's ever told them that before.
Yeah. I tell my daughter all kinds of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I tell you, me and my daughter pretty much an open book. I like to tell her really how it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's the thing, you know.
Phil, that's another thing I admire about you, man. Is from this perspective, you know, whether it be Facebook or via friends or just running into you somewhere. You had what? How old were you when you had her?
I was 19.
Whoa.
I graduated. Yep, graduated. Boom, went to
And
work.
obviously, I don't know your details about the whole thing, but from my perspective, it seemed like you were always involved. You took her to cheer.
Yeah.
You did. I mean, you'd been a jerk, but you could have not done any of that.
Oh yeah.
You
no,
could
no,
you could have been a 19-year-old punk and
That's
not.
the stuff that's cool when you're raising up your kid. Yeah, they're doing cool stuff, so you go
Yeah,
and take
yeah.
them to do this, and then whenever you see them perform, you know you want to
You're
see
like,
them
"Whoa."
perform and be good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But my daughter she was good off when we started her, but we took her to these like you know, you got like what is it called, a private. So, you know, if you want them to
Oh,
get
okay.
better, you can get private classes
Private,
or whatnot, you know, but it's competitive. That's why I like it.
Private tutoring, private whatever.
Yeah, but also it keeps them involved in like something like as a team. You know what I mean? Like they're about their team. It's not just one person messes up. It's like, you know, man, and it might ruin the whole thing. So you don't want them to feel like that. So it gives them like the
So
the
she's
drive.
she's not sitting at home, you know, playing on the
Oh, she was
internet
active
or
a lot.
games. She's with a group of people where team is
Team.
important,
That's
right?
right.
It's not just hanging out with a group of people that you know, but it's like we literally are here because we got to do a teamwork.
Yep. That's what I liked about the coaches as well. Spirit of Texas, they would keep them as a team, do activities, whatnot, and it keeps them very as a team. You know,
Yeah.
team is good to have just to be like on a team.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You want
yeah.
a team. Part of
Well,
this.
like I said, man, good job on that. And she's grown.
Yeah.
She's 18, 19 now, right?
19. Yeah,
Dang.
graduated Coppell High School.
That's so cool. Okay, she's been up there
That's where she graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Coppell.
you've been up there more recently, right?
What, Coppell?
Yeah, don't you live up there?
I lived there
Yeah.
for 5. Well, she went to middle school. Now she graduated, but all through that.
About 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, it's nice out there actually.
Yeah. I'm
Coppell
glad you
Cowboys.
came through GP.
All right.
I might, if I get an extra 20 minutes, show you the firehouse, or at least drive by there. We're trying to do a few more things to make it more. It's a good time to do it, and the city's trying to focus on
Yeah.
growing and being a. When we were there, we kind of almost embarrassed of it. It was kind of the
Hey.
pits a little bit.
We
proud.
were good in some things, not
Yeah.
just all sports. You
Yeah.
know, hey, we can do some other things, but GP's cool. You know.
They got a decent football team this year, and they're all juniors. They'll be back. That's why I was talking about getting a bunch of those and maybe putting GP, but also my logo.
Actually, I made you one that says all GP on it. It's
All right.
reflective.
So let's jump into that. I'm impressed, and that's one of the reasons I know you'd at least have something to talk about. Fill up space.
Yeah.
Philip.
Feel that or what?
Fill that space. What size do you?
So me and Cole here have the same size wrist. We established that earlier. I'm gonna make him one that's 18 centimeters.
Centimeters,
so
nice.
He's 6 3/4. You're 6 3/4.
Yeah. Yeah, we made one while ago, and then the lady comes and tries to sell us something.
Hey,
And we were like, let's see what she
wants.
wants.
I was gonna give it to her.
Yeah, and we cut it down to give it to her, and she had left. We couldn't find where she was at.
Let me get the other button. I'll finish it. So
Yeah.
I thought I had it. Here we go. Let me see if I can still hear myself. Mic check 1 2.
Yeah, boy. That was the first thing I did when I started getting these mics. I loved that whole.
Talking into
I
it
was
like-
doing bebop stuff, and
Yeah.
we put it in intros. Like I put it in some of the hot and cold intros. That was when I had a intern who like knew editing real well. He would make up stuff. I'd give him the material, and he would make it up. So.
Yeah, you got some pretty cool stuff. The cameras and everything. I really dig it. I
Well,
like it.
It's not, professional, but it is. I decided to pay to get decent stuff like these mics and everything. It's good sound. It's hard if you're going to give somebody's
You're
going
gonna do something, do it right.
and if somebody's going to listen, they can tell bad audio. Here's the deal: you can buy a $20 mic and plug it into your computer, or plug it into your iPad or something, and it's good. You can do it, but and I don't want anybody to not do that. But
No, I like how you have invested in some of this cool
and all the
stuff.
posters and stuff. That's just stuff that's been at my house for a while. I don't have so many guests, so I brought it up here.
That's cool. Nolan Ryan got the what is that Ranger Stadium?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Nellie's right behind you.
Nelly Cruz.
Yeah, boy.
What? That dude's a beast too.
So you did. So I was checking it out.
So since we're talking about that, I also just not the bracelet, but I made you some wall art so it can go on your wall.
What is it?
1 second again.
Yeah, grab it. Is that?
There you go. Can I grab this?
Oh, nice.
Yes, look. Hold
Oh,
on,
that's
I got
slick, dude.
Made
I
you
can.
a shirt.
You said wall art. I'd kind of
Oh,
like
look.
to put it.
Wall art.
Yeah,
So,
I might even put it up here on the deal for my guests see it. Oh, dang, that's tough.
it doesn't matter. You can put it wherever, but I put these little things in the back, so all I got to do is whack, and I can
Yeah,
place
boy.
it on your wall or whatnot. So whatever. I just made it just because, you invited me
Oh, that's-
on here.
that's
so,
well done.
My thing is like, hey,
Well, it shows some of the art and
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the reason what we're doing today. Oh, t-shirt.
dude,
yeah, boy.
that's why I asked you what size you were, so I could make you a shirt. But this thing also.
I don't have any t-shirts. That's my first hot and cold t-shirt,
There
man.
you go. First for a lot of things right here. Hot and cold. It's 5 different colors, and actually, the top of it is the print for my bracelet.
Yeah.
You see, so that's how I actually. The bracelet thing was just to get me to try to go where I think I can go.
Yeah.
Right? But now I can pretty much do a lot of things.
You're
It's not
starting
just
to
shirts, it's like-
branding,
yeah. Well, here you go. Here's my logo.
design art.
Custom.
Dude, I'll pimp that shirt for sure, man.
Custom, you feel me? And it's black and it's reflective.
No
so
doubt.
you'll be popping from not just this side because it's my little thing,
Yeah.
whatever. But I put it on the other side. It says, pretty much, I say this all the time. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Hey, I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying. Hey, why not?
That's a text. IJS, isn't that the thing on text? I think
Maybe.
IJS. I'm
But
just
there
saying.
you go. There's your first hot and cold
Man,
T-shirt
give me that mess.
and art form.
Got the
I
L
come.
too.
Hey, I
son.
come bearing gifts. I come bearing gifts.
I'm telling you, man.
Also, yeah, one more thing since I'm on that. Get this out the way. I made you a little glass. Oh, see if I can find that glass. Oh, here it goes.
Dang, man, you were busy.
I gotta pop these things up.
I told you to.
Look, it says Hot and Cold Podcast. Boom,
Dude,
on glass.
I have.
Check that out. It's a little print.
At the right time, I'll have whiskeys up here.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody, if a guest wants to have a
There you go.
drink.
Hey, look at that. Check that
Yeah, that's perfect.
out. Boom. That's just me freestyling.
Well, I tell you, that's the best part about getting a little advertising in this because the bracelet's cool enough. If you look at Customyaphilme1 Instagram, I mean, you got all your stuff, your titles, and
I'm actually now. I've looked back and I don't really have too much, but now I'm just putting on everything that I'm actually doing so people can actually see what I'm doing and
Yeah.
kind of like, get. Hey, if you want something on a bandana bracelet, I'm just trying to make it actually
yeah,
come to life. Whatever
Yeah.
you want, words, logos.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you were telling me you think
Try that on.
you think it was Lisa's wedding where you kind of got.
Oh well, no, yeah. Going to my friend Lisa, she's best friend, known her for a long time. She was
Yeah.
inviting me. I was in her wedding, and they're like, "You got to go get tailored." I'm like, "Tailored, all right." So I go get tailored, and they're measuring everything, whatever, and they measured my wrist, and that's when I was like, pretty much, ding. There it goes. I just need to start measuring people's wrists so I can
Yeah.
get their wrist size. I'll cut the extra
Well,
in
I'm gonna.
if it fits. I'll cut the. Does it fit? Boom. So I'm gonna cut the rest off, and then you get yourself a
Yeah, that's money.
hot and cold bandana bracelet for sure. But no, whenever I got the tailor, it was like one of these things. Like a friend of mine, Chelsea, lives in New Mexico, and she wanted one, and I was like, how can I get it to her? But I don't know her size. The tailor thing was perfect. So
Yeah.
now all I need to know
Being
is
tailored, yeah.
your size. You might be.
I got 2 jackets, right? Like sport coats.
Yeah.
One of them I got measured and fit for whatever reason. I decided maybe where I bought it. They asked me, and I was like, all right. Then I got another one that I ordered like online. Just put in the sizes.
Yeah.
They're completely different jackets.
Oh,
The
really?
one that's fitted to me,
Yeah.
I love it. It fits perfect.
Yeah.
There ain't no, but the other one's kind of baggy on different areas. My point is, getting it tailored to the right size.
You know what
You're
I
more
mean?
likely to wear it. You're more likely to keep it. If you handed me this and it was hanging off all the time or
Yeah.
coming all the way down on my deal,
No,
or,
I do it where it's pretty much custom to your wrist. That's kind of what the whole. That's all I need to know is your size.
yeah.
And then I try to do it.
And you could still do, just
Bigger.
random guess because there's an average wrist size and such like such.
Exactly. I was gonna do
Yeah.
like a small, medium, and large, but I was like, man, I could do that, but or I can get it to the right fitting
Yeah.
to what you want. You know what I mean? So just let me know if you want a little. It's a lot of things that I've just learned over time.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't what it is now. I put different product in, whatever. It takes a little bit more time.
Well, that's the best part about, and I'm going to say doing something, I'm going to call it a side hustle or going to business for yourself is you kind of innovate on your own.
Yeah.
If you're doing something for somebody else, you just do that,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
good at it or you do
Yeah.
that. But with this, you got to go outside, like signs and shirts and glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, people do that and they may have a really good living doing that. And
It's
then you
artsy
could,
crafty,
Yeah.
But, and I don't know. I see it. I've been to arts and crafts shows. It's not a lot of dudes in it, but
No.
I don't really care about who's in it. It's like this is like kind of like what I don't know, like to do now.
look,
Arts and craft or not, but hey,
You-
I can do it.
you can be at Grand Prairie's Farmer Market, but you can also be worldwide. What's up?
Hey,
What's up, worldwide?
Worldwide is where I want to go. It can get there. I'm just
Yeah.
I got to put the time in and try to make it to something that what I think it's gonna be.
Well, there's like this podcast. I ain't making a dime on it, and I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
And so, if you can have fun, do something you like, hustling,
There you go.
and then start making some dough on top. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
that's a
just-
big thing, man.
Like what you do, you know what I mean? I've liked everything I've done to bartending, to working in a warehouse,
Yeah.
with my dad. I've done a bunch of things, but I had fun doing all of them.
Yeah.
But at a time, you think like this is what I want to do, or do I not want to do that? Because you're always working for somebody. But I've thought a little different lately
Yeah.
because of just you know.
Well,
with-
COVID,
There you go.
that changes the ball game.
That changes a bunch of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not people. I don't know. People get affected. Some don't. But
Yeah.
it's how you want to take it. I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna go somewhere. You know. What
Yeah.
I mean? I see. Hey, wash your hands. Do your thing. I'm not gonna just live like whatever.
Yep.
In fear
No, I get
to
it,
do
man.
Stuff, but some people are scared. I understand that too. But what I was doing at that time is like no one's coming out, so I don't know. I just don't want to sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I kind of want to just make some. I'm always like I got something to do kind
Yeah.
of way, and I actually do. You know, it's not like I'm
That's
just saying that.
When you're
I did.
sitting in day 9 of quarantine, when you're like, you've only watched so much television, or you've only done so many of much of nothing, you like start finding things to get into.
Yeah, the quarantine was kind of. It's not because of all of what's going on, but I liked it because I had some time to actually think about what I was doing. I have this, what is it, Cameo 4 that I've invested in. I got all this vinyl, and I have all these ideas. So
Yeah.
pretty much it gave me time to think about the ideas that I've had.
Work through those ideas.
Actually do them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you can hear myself even more. But
I told
guess
you.
so. Yeah.
I mean, it'll pick it up, but microphone does make a difference.
I'm all back here chilling on it.
Dang, boy.
Now can you hear me?
But you also got to be careful of just saying too loud, and it's like,
Yeah. But yeah, no. So during the quarantine, like I had time to actually think, okay, can I be doing this, or just I like to do it. That time I was just doing stuff, and I have all these ideas. I just gotta actually do them. Now that I've realized, okay, I've done all these things, and no one's really seen them. This TikTok thing that's been coming out. My daughter does it all the time. She's TikToking and she's like, boom, 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 whatever. And I'm just like, whatever it is. But then I got on it.
Yeah.
And I figured out, hey, you can record yourself, put some music behind it and little clips. So nowadays I've been on TikTok,
so you've gotten pretty good at TikTok?
I'm not the best,
Yeah.
but I like to do TikTok. I just barely found out yesterday. Actually, I'm riding with my daughter, and she told me you can do longer, like 60 seconds instead of 15. If you look at mine,
Oh.
I was only doing like 15 seconds. I was trying to put on all this stuff,
Yeah.
but you can
hey,
do a minute.
And it's something to think about is that sometimes a minute's like too much. They're like, I'm
Oh,
good.
yeah.
15 seconds sometimes is perfect. Like if
yeah.
I'm scrolling through the videos in the morning and I come across one that I'm kind of interested in, but it says like 5 minutes, I'm like, next,
Oh yeah. No, I do
I hate that we're that way.
I do that
but-
same thing, but a minute. And what I'm trying to put
minutes.
on there, it's
Yeah.
actually, it's not gonna be like focus on one thing. It's just the process of what's going on, and that's pretty.
And I
that takes
watched
a
them.
long time. Oh, you've watched
Yeah,
them?
I've watched them. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
Instagram.
That is
I
shrank.
don't know about TikTok. I watched
That
Instagram.
is shrank into like maybe some hours you can put into a 15 or a minute.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to me. Like
Opens up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all you got to do is do, put some music, cool music, whatever it is. That's my style. And so
Do you have a holder, like
holder
a
for
tripod holder type thing? I
have,
know you got that, but what about what do you do? Is that what you use for your videos?
No, I have that on like my. Oh, that's
Your cell
that's a
phone.
funny story too. No, so I built out of wood this little holder where my
Oh,
phone
nice.
goes.
Yeah.
So it's got magnet behind
Yeah.
it. You laugh if you see it, but it's wooden. I just.
It
so
works.
it has like a thing, and I just push it, record or whatever,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's through my phone.
Yep.
I've gotten better stuff now, like a Canon camera. That's
Yeah.
an investment.
Yeah.
But I really haven't.
What a
used
good
it.
camera.
I haven't used it yet, but I will.
Thing is, you learn your phone does a lot of what that camera does.
Yeah.
Except,
Yeah.
I think there's a deal where you can link your phone up to it, so you can still take the photos with the Canon and drop them into your phone.
I got it the
And
other
then
day.
upload.
I'm messing with it,
Ah,
right? So
see?
hey, the Wi-Fi. If you got Wi-Fi, it's everything. You Wi-Fi to your phone, boom, it's right there to your phone,
Yeah.
uploaded right there. So I was saying over time stuff gets better. You upgrade to this and that, whatnot. I haven't had the camera that long. I'm learning it, different things. So more things that I do will be coming out pretty clear, I guess,
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I got the Galaxy, so
So you're regularly selling these, right? I mean, you got orders.
for whoever wants one. You
Yeah.
know, so like
Yeah.
I did a bunch for different things.
Yeah.
You know, like funerals. Anyways,
Is-
people that pass away. You know, I've some people asked me to do some stuff,
10, 20,
which is
30.
pretty cool because you get an order of like 20 or 30, and you got to do them, and then you're actually putting something on there that represents somebody that you actually don't know, but it's kind of a good feeling when you're making it.
Ain't no doubt.
Because hey, you're making it, and they're gonna give it out, and it represents
And
somebody.
they'll hang on to that.
Oh, I hope so.
They'll put it in
you
in
know?
a little box at home because it'll be that memory of that funeral. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they'll wear it that day, whatever, and then at some point, if they don't lose it,
a remembrance or whatever. My other
Yeah.
buddy Joe, I was telling you about, from Caliber Cuts, he gives them out for graduates, you know, that are
Okay.
graduating from barber college. So
Okay.
he'll be like, you know, it says established 2012, I believe, whenever they opened up, and then Caliber Cuts, and it's in different colors. I turned the pole sideways. It looks pretty cool, and it says Caliber Cuts and graduate. So
Yeah.
whenever they graduate, they get one of these cool
so I'm gonna
bracelets.
I'm
I
gonna get
think.
some from you.
That's cool.
One we've got for Hot and Cold,
There you go.
but I'm gonna do the GP basketball. I'm trying to help them out. They're real good. They're
GP
really good. Yeah.
basketball?
Last year they went to the semifinals.
I heard about
Lost
that.
in overtime.
Oh, I didn't. I heard about so I didn't go to it, but it was Duncanville, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually made some bracelets for some people up there that
Really?
said all GP.
Yeah.
All GP.
GP.
I made you one of those too.
Yeah.
It's in actually on my Etsy I have a bracelet. It's the color blue of GP, and I call it Gopher Blue.
Yeah. That's
on
awesome,
my
dude.
Etsy, so you can do. I can do whatever I want. So
People
that-
outside of GP are like, "What? I like Gophers with brown
Exactly, yeah,
or Minnesota Golden Gophers."
But it's the blue, you know what I mean? It's the bandana bracelet, but I call it Gopher Blue because that's why I went to high school, and that was our colors, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I call her Gopher Blue, you know what I mean? I can make up any name for him. And a buddy I talked to told me to start naming these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Certain ones that I'm gonna have like out for like everybody, so I can know what material, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's like, how about that? Or
Yeah.
I have weird names for them, but
See, I
you
thought.
go to that right bracelet because you remember if it has a name to it. So that's why I name them. But
Yeah.
for years, I just thought you would want it, and I
Nah,
went to
that's
the computer,
money, dude.
made it up.
By the way, that's
the
what.
headphones.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay, you made this shirt, and when you said it, you were like 5 colors, right?
Yeah,
Dude, you know, you order something anywhere,
yeah.
and it's like 1 color's the base price,
Yeah.
2 colors is like double.
Yeah.
So the more colors you add,
I'm just figuring that out too.
and
but
so you
that
can
has-
charge more.
That actually has 5 different colors: red, blue, gray, and another gray for
Another
the
gray.
for the shadow. So on the T-shirt, it's the same way. You just get all the colors, you cut them out, and then you put it on a transfer paper or whatnot, and you put it on.
Yeah, I've seen that you transfer it. Yeah.
Some of them are transferred, some of them are not. Like the vinyl, regular vinyl, that I really didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
But over time, I've just learned all these there's different vinyls, like ones that are stickers.
Sure.
651, that's a sticker that's going to be permanent. It's going to stick on there. You know, you don't have to mess with it. And then you got regular vinyl that you can press, the HTV.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know what a HTV was. That's funny because I had to ask somebody about that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, which kind is that? Because
Yeah.
I need that stuff, not the, like, you know, I ordered something once. And
Yeah, you
I
forgot,
got a
yeah.
sticker.
Dang.
And I really wanted the HTV press stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. But I learned that.
You learn,
know.
boy.
So, yeah, it's funny.
Well, I'm always in admiration of folks who, you know, you call it right now. I'm gonna call it a side hustle because
Yeah.
it's a small thing that you do,
Yeah.
but you can easily expand. And I thought you should is I ain't trying to tell you run your business, but you know, make a one that's like you said, how about that, or I'm just saying, or something like you have a bunch of them already, and you can just
Yeah.
advertise, hey, I'll send you this right now.
Yeah,
Instead,
yeah.
I mean, custom is the way to go.
Yeah.
But
Well,
sometimes that's a little time consuming. So if you use your time where you make 20 of this one type, like you said, called a name.
Yeah.
And so you always have those.
I want to have that because the whole idea is to have my own website, which is in the works. I guess you could say I've been doing that for a while, but it's gonna happen. I was working with somebody to do it by code and all, like really legit.
Really make a website legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the COVID happened. I'll
Yeah.
get back to that. But
Yeah.
you know, I want to have that where you can get whatever. Actually, it's whatever you're thinking about. I kind of want, yeah, like I was saying, I want to kind of make it come to life, but
Yeah.
on this bandana bracelet, that's pretty much made up.
Well, I think where you have an advantage right now is like there's a lot of people out there that'll print something on a T-shirt and
Yeah.
make these things for you. And I say a lot. I mean, you know, they do it for
There is a
booster
bunch.
clubs and everything all the time.
For sure. I'm
Well,
not the only one doing
I don't know any of them that advertise on TikTok and Instagram and taking learning how to do that properly
Oh yeah.
could be.
I ain't gonna lie, the younger folks have taught me a lot about the TikTok. Actually, somebody at work, you know, I'm at work waiting for people to come in because nobody's coming in. And I'm on this TikTok, and they're showing me all these things, how to link it into your Instagram,
Yeah.
all this. And I'm just like, oh, you can do this. You know, so it's pretty cool, but
Well,
it is what it is with the TikTok. You know,
Other
a lot of, yeah.
established businesses that do stuff like this are similar. They're usually not. They're just relying on their regular customers. They're not like on Instagram showing things.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. See, I don't have that yet, but I think, you know, I just keep on posting what I can do, and maybe somebody sees it, whatever. Why not? I'm still gonna make it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I recently stopped working at my job, so I have nothing but time
Yeah.
now to focus on what I actually, where I want to go and what I need to do, you know. But
So you're
54th Street was a good place to work at, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm there thinking, should I sit and wait for people, or should I actually go and do what I'm doing at home, because it's making some money, not where I want it to be.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's not where I want it to be, but maybe I can get it there. You know what I
Nah.
mean? I don't know. Be optimistic about everything.
You
I
don't-
don't know what it is,
you
but
don't-
I think actually I think if I do something, I put it all into something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not that I just like to. I'm trying to prove something to anybody, because it's not. It's I
So
want
we're
to
talking
do
about
it.
having fun,
I like it. Yeah, there you go. I like
Yeah.
doing it. There you go.
and there's enjoyment. There's enjoyment in the hustle too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, you know, you're making something up that somebody's asking you for, and then you make it and they like it. It's like it's a good feeling. It's kind of like, yeah, it's good. It feels good.
That's what I like about the custom part. The custom, you feel me? And because you know again, you can make money by just making a bulk of something
Yeah,
and just
bulk.
have them available to sell. Like if somebody just wants to pick one up or take it to farmer's market or whatever. But then the custom ones, like you're doing something for someone.
It's custom.
For example, I bought some of these from you and I'm going to give them to my guest.
Yeah.
And so that's a form of advertising for me. Like one is a gift. It's my podcast. I'm going to
Yeah.
keep 2 or 3 of them for me. I always have them,
There you
but
go.
I'll hand out a few.
Hey, you know, the holidays are coming? What if I know that people like custom stuff.
Ain't no doubt.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, I could do the glass, I could do the shirt, the wood stuff, all that's cool. But you know, this bandana thing is like something I made up.
Yeah.
That you can't go to like Walmart or whatever and just buy
Nah.
one. No, you can't. It's like it's coming from me.
You got to go to Etsy, fool. Like, look, for real.
Etsy right now, but the
Yeah.
website will come
Get
and,
it- get it
and
rolling.
Maybe, you know, it's if you want something, I'll make it. I like making things for people. You know, it's a feeling you get. Like I was saying, whenever you give it to them and they like it. You know, I haven't got too many. I haven't got a complaint on one, but you know, it's just something that I want to come to life. Pretty much.
That's pretty tight, man.
Yeah. And then, you know, you could do something like this. I got some of these jalapenos from Mr. Cole Humphreys.
Yeah, buddy.
I just want y'all to see these. This dude actually grows these.
Yeah, and those are smaller ones. I hadn't watered as much, but those you will get a lot bigger.
They're pretty good, too.
You've eaten 2 or 3 of them.
Hey, that's probably why I'm like a little sweating here.
Yeah, a little fired up. So I noticed the glasses
What, they're fogging up?
a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
You've had 2 or 3 of those.
Hey, that's the story of my life, too. You know, you get people who wear glasses, oh, man. And if it's, like, hot somewhere, you're constantly doing that. I'm always worried about my glasses. These glasses are actually, like, epoxy together.
Really?
Yeah, because man, hey, you ain't got the money, you can't get.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
I get it.
So these broke, and I.
You've always wore glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I epoxied them together, so they.
You never
work.
had contacts?
I tried, but
I couldn't.
you know I have
would
like
freak me out.
what is it called, stigmatism in one of my eyes, so it was really high, and so the ones that they gave me were hard, the hard ones. So I'm in there like, I'm not gonna do that. I just wear glasses.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they break, I need a backup. I should get a backup because I'm epoxying them or super glue, whatever to make them work.
That's why we're gonna hustle some bracelets and custom tees, man.
Hey, I gotta do what I
You
gotta
gotta pay
do.
for some glasses. Daddy needs a new pair of glasses.
That's right. Yeah, I need some glasses, so I gotta make a bunch of these things. But no, I also started doing these hoodies, and like whenever I posted these hoodies, like yesterday, man, I got like 3 or 4 people saying, "Hey, I want one of those." You know what I
Nice.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's not just a bandana bracelet that I want to have. I can make a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just figuring out the business part of every kind of thing that I'm looking at. Hey, maybe I could do hoodies or whatnot, or
Yeah.
it's whatever, pretty much. What is it called? Sky's the limit. I tell
People-
my daughter that all the time.
There's room in the market. People always want something custom, and if the price is right or it's for the right reason.
Yeah, well, those are hot.
You said that last time.
I'm still eating them.
But I think some of them are not as hot, and some of them, that's the way jalapenos are.
Yeah, no, but yeah, we were talking about if anybody wants anything, I ain't trying to get you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually just trying to make you something you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and it's a fair price too. I mean, you're talking
I'm working with whatever,
$10 to $20, probably 15 is probably the number.
The bracelet, the custom ones were like 15, 12 bucks.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's almost immediately like, what? I feel like you can go to the little dime store and buy a bunch of bracelets for $1, but it's like, yeah, go ahead.
I get you.
Yeah, go do that. Go if that's what the bracelet you want.
Hey.
I'm going to get you a real bracelet, like with a special bracelet that has something on it for you. So that's
you go.
why it's $15.
Yeah.
No, I mean I get it.
It's not just that. You got to think. If you're in business, you got to get gas. You got to get the products. I'm actually going to get all this stuff at all these stores.
And the cost of the product itself.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
not like I'm getting anybody. I'm just trying to make somebody something.
I'm
they
not
like.
I'm not trying to sound like a pompous a-hole, but I've been in business for a long time. I've been figuring out how to make money and also pay the bills and make a business work. So I get it, man. And that's why, like I said, I admire the hustle. You learn as you go. I ain't
Yeah.
never done a podcast before this.
You know how this started? It started from a bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine from my job, actually, I was going to a concert, bet me, because I'm making one, right? I make one and it looks really cool. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, this is like really cool. Got the fastener on it, whatnot. And I'm like, dude, I bet you I could sell these things, right?
Yep.
It just started off like that, right? And this girl that I was chilling with, Akila March, I got to give her credit. She'll give
Nice.
me, says, man, you can't sell those, whatever. Like, pretty much a bet. I'm like, okay, you want to bet? Bet right there. Bet. So the bet was $25. I couldn't sell 10 in a week, right?
Oh, okay.
So I took that bet. I baked like 12. I made 15 of them, and in 2 days, I actually sold 12 of them. So I was like,
yeah, you already.
Oh man, I can get rid of these things. Like
Yeah,
people actually like them.
Quick.
Yeah, and I still haven't got that $25 by the way.
Oh no.
But
She got the credit though. She got the credit.
yeah. Because I'm like, man, I still never got paid from her $25.
Man.
But it's all good. Hey, it got me to somewhere where I didn't know it was gonna be that. Then I gave my daughter one for was it Valentine's Day, a little anklet.
Nice. Oh, so
It
that's
was-
another
it was
idea,
a
by the way.
gift. It was a gift. Like, and then I gave them to some people at work for Valentine's Day. Like some little things. Just I don't know. It after that, people were asking me all the time.
Yeah.
I'd carry this little box that I had.
I saw when you showed up. I was always laughing.
I'm
You got
I'm upgraded.
You got everything, man.
I used to have this little box, right? I used to carry it around. Playing pool. I'm at the pool
Yeah.
hall making these little
Hey, did y'all
bracelets.
have 8-Ball Junkie
8-Ball
bracelets?
Junkies? That's right.
Yeah, boy.
I did make that.
Yeah.
Then I came on another team, 8-Ball Junkies. that was going on until the cold event. I still
Yeah.
had my pool team.
Yeah.
And
Y'all went to Vegas a few times, right?
yeah. So, okay, pool and breaking bracelets was like just a thing. You know,
Yep.
like I like to do those things. So I'm taking the bracelets up there to go. I took them. We were playing. What was it called? Cities. It's called not cities. It's like the Vegas qualifier. And what do I come with? I come with my pool stick and I come with my bracelets.
Nice.
And I got my team. You know, they bought junkies. And before the pandemic, we actually won that thing. Like we were supposed to go to Vegas to play in the Nationals.
Yeah.
But so it was. I remember when it happened because we were supposed to leave on the 17th, be there on the 17th, or 16th, and be there on the 17th. It would be St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
In Vegas. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And then my birthday was the next day, March 18th.
Yeah.
I would be in Vegas. The tournament would have started. So I had to get all of these things. Like you got to get a hotel.
Yeah.
You got to get flight because I'm the captain. So you got to get all these things for my players, my team to get down there. You got to make polos, which made polos. And
That's awesome, man.
hey, but then this happened, right? We didn't even get a go.
There you go.
We didn't get so those shirts I still have in a box.
No, man.
In two colors, black
Hey, they'll
and
open-
in gray.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
They'll
no,
be ready.
it's all right. But
Hey,
you know,
did,
I've been 4 times, so
yeah,
if from pool,
Yeah.
APA, BCA, if I've made it this, you know, I'll try to get back. You know,
Don't get rusty though.
I know that's the thing. I haven't played pool in about 3 months, maybe
I forgot.
4.
And all we talked for a while before. We
Yeah.
never talked about that the pool. 'Cause
Oh,
I kept
yeah.
up with y'all.
Pool's
Who was
big.
it?
Pool's, competitive.
One. I ran into Hunter Lawson.
Hunter,
And
yeah.
and what was
That's my dude right
the
there.
other guy? His friend who's on Jared.
Jared's a beast, bro.
Dude, and
Jared's
I
real
ran into
good.
them. They told me about all of it, and I'm like, yeah, I know Phil. La, la, la. So I started
Yeah.
following y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, was it David Guyona?
So I got Dave.
Is he on the team, or you just know him? Or?
So that's my recent team. Back, my APA team was Hunter, Lisa, all them,
Yeah.
Jared. And we went back to back. Shoot, went back to back to Vegas.
I remember.
I got Jared on my team. I got Hunter, dude. He actually, you know, won one of the matches to get us to the thing, and
Wow.
and that's what I liked about. That's what I like about pool. You know,
They
these
split it up
leagues-
into.
These leagues are cool to play pool.
Don't you have to have a team of like
A handicap.
handicaps?
Well,
and
that's
all that?
APA. See,
Okay.
I played APA for 10 years, you know, but you got that's a numbers thing that you got to be as a captain. You
Yeah.
got to know
who to play when.
who to go. Like, you can't go over 23 when it's the handicap. So you got to do your math, and you got that team, and you got this team with the numbers. Which can you put together
Yep.
to beat this team?
Yep.
Which I had really good players, you know, and all from APA and BCA, which David was on my BCA team. That's the one we went to recently and played in the Vegas qualifier. So
Wow.
we didn't get a go,
Yeah.
but David's a beast too. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
Whenever I had hair, I would have
You had hair.
David cut. I had David cut it, and then
Oh,
there was not
okay.
hair,
You
so
don't-
he trimmed my beard. And finally, I could do it myself. But I'd go up there, see him pretty regularly.
yeah, pool's fun and everything. You know, I like playing pool. You just play, but you know, my team is one of those like we like to have fun. You
Oh,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, so we had fun. You know,
Well, knowing all y'all,
And
y'all
but-
ain't there.
whenever it's time to take care of business, it's like, okay, let's do this, you know.
Game on.
There's a bunch of like the Vegas qualifier, there's a bunch of good players in there.
Yeah.
So you going in there, you're like, dang, this is some good competition.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we as my team, we bought into it. But I'm looking at all these guys, and like I have my team, and I tell them pretty much like, look, anybody can beat any of those guys. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's how good and confident I'm about this team that I tell my players, hey, we can beat any of these guys, you know, at any time. So there's some good players in there, but let's not worry about that. Let's go in there and play our game,
Yep.
which is a little different sometimes with defense and all this stuff. But play our game, think about what you're doing, and just have fun with it, and you should be good.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we did. We had fun.
Hunter told me a lot about it. So did Jared.
They probably had some fun.
Yeah.
you know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
It's fun. It's competing in it's sport, but pool in a different kind of aspect as a team wise, because you got to have team. You got first of all, your team's got to be on. You got to be
Yeah.
together as a team.
Yeah.
And if you're having fun, so like if you miss a shot and you feel like you've lost the whole game, it's not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this team role, but your player could lose, and then your other player has to come and maybe sometimes you win the match for them, and
Yeah.
everything's gonna be all right. That's all I'm saying. When you're playing pool, you can mess up, and then
How many on one team?
5. Oh, you can have 5 to 8
5
each
to
time.
8, but and then you
They
have,
all shoot different.
You have like rankings or handicaps, and you match up.
You got
and
a
like,
Fargo in BCA. Fargo is more of a pro aspect, I guess. So
Yeah.
I have a Fargo rating. It's not that high, but hey, whenever you play in teams, it's all about your
You said
score.
matching up.
So APA is different than BCA, but BCA, if you got to do like 2,500 points, and you can't just have like all badass players. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So you got to have, your mediocre. Or
Hunter said
whatnot.
that's how he got on the team because
Yeah, I was like, he's not the best, but
Yeah.
hey, he can still shoot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He can make a ball when he wants to make a ball. He's just got to have the pool smarts,
Yeah.
like how to play the game. But yeah, BCA and APA, you both want to have players that know what they're doing and also having fun doing it, because you got to think about it. They're putting in time
Yeah.
out of their day to go and play something for you. So it's a lot of time to actually make it to something like that.
You had trips to Vegas.
Yeah, that's fun. I went actually I went 2 years in a row, but the Betty, she works in the league I'm in, she asked me one time just to go, and my team didn't even make it, but I went to go play with them, and that's just because I don't know, I guess she liked the way I played.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fun. We went out there, we made some noise. The first day was all right.
Yeah.
Second day we did a lot better, but it was fun, and I was glad that she even asked me.
Dude.
That's just playing pool.
That's a COVID victim is pool leagues, pool and pool
Ooh,
leagues.
yeah, so it stopped a lot, like
Do you know if it's going on very much
no,
now?
so what happened was like, the league stopped. We tried to start it back up, but then someone has the COVID and they're taking
Precautions. Yeah.
Nobody's going out, so we didn't have it. But actually, I got a call like 2 days ago about starting the team back up, but I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna start it back up because I might be moving, or I'm just trying to get this going pretty much. And if I gotta move for my sister to help and I can help her, I'm gonna move to do that.
Yeah. There ain't no doubt. I mean, you gotta hustle. Like I said, it's the hustle.
If not,
hustle takes sacrifice.
If not, then hey, these guys that I play with will be there. And the thing is like whenever we play, they know they're playing us because we're not that quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
8-ball junkies.
Yeah, that's right.
That's so cool that like the junkies was a thing.
In high school.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I remember that being. You guys were a tight knit group, man. It was pretty cool, man. And then almost like from the outspurt, almost like you're exclusive to your own little group. But every one of those guys I knew or were friends with. Everybody, it wasn't like a.
It's like that fun.
Yeah,
and
man.
just do things. I guess that junkie thing. Well, I don't know. It sounds bad, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
There it goes.
right.
We didn't like to do
Junkie. Especially,
You damn junkie.
it just has a bad connotation to it. But that's
Yeah.
part of like that's like a humbleness, almost like calling yourself a bad name, like but making it legit, right? Like
I've had it for a long time. I just kept with it from high school.
Yeah.
So all these pool teams, 8-ball junkies.
Love it, dude.
It was just a name, but there's some crazier names than that in
Yeah.
the pool league. Like the other one is We Pull Out.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
our other team. Like
What?
that's hilarious.
And,
though. We
you know,
Pull Out.
with
Melissa
the-
made that up.
with the junkies, especially, it's almost
Josh.
like you're a pool junkie, 8-ball pool
Yeah,
junkie.
yeah.
So that worked perfect.
There's actually a movie that has, I think it's Pool Hall Junkies or
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
There's a movie that I
Copyright.
Nah,
Nah.
8-ball Junkies.
It's like, dude,
the 8-ball Junkies.
we've been doing this since y'all been doing that since high school,
Yeah, we.
if not before.
Hey, we would just go play pool. That's why I had got Lisa. She would be with me all the time. So
Yeah.
whenever I was thinking about we're making changes to your team because you
Yeah.
got to do that. It's like any other team. You
And
gotta
she
cut-
was a shark too.
You got to cut people. You can't keep people. It's one thing that you don't want to do, but you got to do it. You know, but yeah, she
Cut
she
people.
could play good. You got to cut people. That's what it is. No hard feelings or
Yeah, yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but it's like
It's competition.
You got too good for me sometimes, or
Yeah.
something like that. Or actually, I'm trying to win. You know,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well,
But no,
it's-
Lisa could
it's-
always play.
It's
So
competition.
that's why I got her. We went twice, but she don't play now. But
Yeah.
it's all good. She has a pool table at home.
Yeah. No, my short time knowing her, being friends with her, she always wanted to play pool. So you
Yeah,
could
she's
tell.
real good. She's real good.
Uh,
When we went to Vegas, it was really cool too because, man, one time we went, my buddy Chad, he comes out there and it's the craziest thing ever. Actually, we're at the tables. We went on a trip to Vegas. We're at the, gambling, and this dude comes up. I'm saying what's up. He comes out. He puts like $2,000 on the table, right? And
Wow.
I think it was blackjack, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, looking, $2,000. I wouldn't do something.
Yeah,
like
we
that,
got
but
fives and
he's
tens
coming
out
here,
there.
bam, put it on the blackjack table, and the people, they bust. He gets it, takes it out.
no way.
I thought it was really cool. So stuff like that,
Stacked
like
it.
I probably would have never seen that if we didn't play this pool. At least
Nah.
I would have never seen that. But I thought it was really cool.
Man, doubled up, huh?
You can double up and you can lose a lot too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He almost lost.
I don't know how much or whatever he did, but I know we had a great time.
Problem with gambling, like with that, is like you win, but usually you keep gambling.
Well, what I try to do when I go down there is not gamble until like the last day
Yeah.
because I don't want to be if I lost or I don't want to be worried about
Going
that,
back the next day or-
So I kind of hold off to the end, and I don't really gamble too much
Yeah.
out there, but I'll watch.
I
a lot.
I enjoy drinking and gambling,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
who wouldn't?
when you get drunk and you're gambling, you're making horrible decisions. So that's why I actually don't gamble at all anymore because gambling itself is kind of fun, but I'm not going to do it if I'm not drinking because it kind of
Yeah.
goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
And so I decide, and I'll go and put, $20 or something like that.
Yeah.
But before I kind of matched all that together, it being a bad decision, I'd go, a couple $100 pretty easily.
Well, it's some things.
I
are
won
like,
a
some
few
things
times,
go
too.
hand in hand. Like whenever I'm playing pool, I like to have a beer. You know, so it's like
That's part of the fun.
drink a beer, we're chilling on it, whatever.
Yes.
Even in Vegas, it gets expensive though. So my buddy Duke actually got it down to the T. I'm not probably supposed to do this, but he takes like a backpack and it's a cooler.
Yo, that's good. That's money.
So we're like stuffing in these little things because whenever you playing, for me, whenever I'm playing pool and I'm starting these competitions, I'm having a good time. But it's not saying to drink is having a good time or anything like that.
Sure,
But
whatever.
it just I want to have a beer when I'm playing pool. So
Loosen up.
He stuffed these beers in there, man. Instead of paying whatever it is, we just have a beer.
$100 a beer. No,
It's just a way to get about it for not spending too much money. I
yeah, my
guess.
thought in Vegas is it's free, but I forget that's only in the casino. When you're out playing pool,
Sometimes in the casino they'll give you free stuff, but not when you're playing pool. You know what I mean? Those beers are whatever expensive. I'm just thinking Duke's got it down right here. Where he
Hey,
at.
I don't want to forget, and I hadn't talked about it yet. You got the Virgil Ortiz shirt.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's pretty cool,
Grand
man.
Prairie's
Representing
finest.
GP, boy.
Grand Prairie's finest.
Man,
yeah,
that's
I've
so
been to
cool.
a bunch of his fights
Really?
actually. Yeah,
Really?
I've been to probably half.
He did one. I was out of town, but he was here at Verizon.
I was there.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was
Nice.
there. My sister, I don't know, she's involved on the team or something like that. She does, I don't know, maybe this T-shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she came up with some. I think it's DFW Inc. or something like that. But yeah, she was selling them for him and stuff. She's like, we know
Yeah.
Virgil, his
Yeah.
dad.
Okay, that's what I
So,
thought. Yeah,
so
that made
his
sense.
dad, we were cool back in the day, and I go watch his son, and they, she does things, I don't know, finance, I don't know, whatever
Yeah.
it is, but I've gotten to go to some of these fights because of my sister. We had front row tickets
Yeah.
almost, and
Yeah.
that was that fight. Did you go to it? Did you watch it?
I watched it after, but I was out of
Man,
town.
That was a good fight right there, dude. That was a good one.
He seems like he's not just a brute, right? He's very meticulous.
Man,
He's very good. At
Virgil is
it looks like he studies the guy.
dude, he's smart
And
and
then he
intelligent.
finds-
If you know boxing,
Yeah.
man, he breaks it down. Whenever you see him fight, he's fast. First of all,
Yeah.
powerful. Kid's gonna be good for a long time.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? him and his dad, they got a great relationship. So
Well, so I wanted to, since we're talking about it, luckily in my position, a few folks from Grand Prairie have kind of invited him out or honored him. The police department, for sure, our police is, I don't want to get too off subject, but our police is a modern police department. Like all the stuff that went down this summer, and people were like looking at our police department like how to be better. They started doing that years ago. So obviously police could always have issues, but so anyway, one of the things they did was police boxing, and we had a boxing gym and everything. I want to say Virgil was a part of it for a little bit early on, but we opened up a boxing gym at the Charlie Taylor Rec Center. Real nice facility.
Charlie Taylor, remember that?
Yeah, and I know he's been through there, and of course Anyway, point is I met him a couple times, took pictures with him.
Yeah,
he was up
good
at
guy.
Uptown Theater, not Uptown, but Farmers Market, taking pictures and
My
signing.
sister was there.
Really?
I believe so.
She was probably hustling the shirts.
Probably.
And there was a line. I felt so bad, but
What you cut?
well, no, somebody was like, it was like one of the, I think it was the mayor was actually there, and so he's like, hey, can we just jumped in real fast.
Yeah.
I got a picture holding my fist up, and he's
Yeah.
doing that, and I was like, that's pretty cool. One, because he's a Grand Prairie guy,
Yeah.
very
for sure.
humble.
Very.
He's not a punk, and when I'm punk, there's guys that just are a-holes or they're too confident.
No, he's
but-
very humble, cool guy. I met him a few times. Shook his hand. Very respectful.
Yeah.
His dad's really cool. He's actually, I'm into boxing, so I see the talent he has, and it's like, man, I'm just gonna continue to watch him.
And
'cause
with
he's-
COVID, there's not a
what
lot
is
of
it,
boxing going.
16-0, all
Yeah.
knockouts.
Yeah.
Who, you know what I mean? There ain't nobody doing that.
No.
This kid is like, haven't been past the 7th.
Yeah.
And he's very humble. It's a cool person to like.
And there's
yeah,
no
like
boxing matches right now, right?
Oh
Or
no,
they-
there's some. Yeah, there's some.
It's just
going
hard to get
on.
them all together, right?
But yeah, that'll happen. Everything will happen. Even though people are not going out where they're gonna
Yeah.
have these crowds or anything.
Yeah.
It'll eventually come back, and if he continues to do it, he'll be on top of the game. I see him winning a title here
Yeah.
soon. Yeah,
I
I think
almost
he's that good.
I almost don't like talking about it because I don't want to jinx anything.
I know, right?
That's stupid to say that. 'cause
He's
good.
That's hard training,
Yeah, and honestly, as far as like GP, born and bred,
Yeah.
making it to the heights and a tough thing, he's probably number one Grand Prairie. And like Kerry Wood,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which should be number one because that's a strikeout record.
Yeah.
But he was here 1 year.
Oh yeah,
And then he did all that in Chicago, not here.
yeah.
Again, I'm proud of GP. He's top.
Yeah.
He's top. I think the park is Jennifer McFalls.
Mm-hmm.
She was an amazing softball player, gold medal winning. But honestly, there ain't another team. Women's softball blows everybody away. And I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody's doing stuff. Jeremy Warner lived in GP. He won a gold medal in track, but he went to Lamar. So anyway, you start looking at like these athletes that have made it or not made it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on the big stage.
Yeah, I believe they live like, I was Tarrant 19th Street over there.
Really?
I believe he still stayed over there. Recently got a house or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
he's made a little bit
But
of
yeah,
money.
he's here at GP, so yeah, it's cool to be like watching him on TV. And
I wonder if his parents are
Grand Prairie,
still
Texas.
over there, or he probably took care of them too. I'm sure.
I
don't think he's
he
making
recently
like.
got I think he recently bought a house
Yeah.
for himself, so that's good. Car, that's good to see somebody doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And again, it's that humble.
Yep.
He is a GP kid. Like there ain't no doubt about
I
it.
actually have at my apartment that I'm not at now, but I had a big poster when he fought. He fought somebody, knocked him out in the third. This guy said they can't knock him out. I got a picture signed from him on
Nice.
top of my wall. So
Yeah.
I just like to look at that like, hey, this dude's doing something from Grand Prairie. Anybody could do it.
Then I think we've got
Not like that, but
at least
trying to be
2 murals of him now.
yeah, it's cool.
And we're in a mural time where we're doing more of that art mural stuff instead of just the old dirty wall.
Oh, you're talking about the wall?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I need to go check that out.
yeah. Yeah, we'll go check
That's
it
really
out.
cool. So
But there's 2 of them.
Grand Prairie.
There's one over there off of Clarice
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez Bakery used to be Edelman's Barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, have any idea? Nah, but
I haven't been back to Grand Prairie in a while.
come on, man.
I know. Hey, I know you got this nice place. I'm come hang out with you.
Yeah, well, you know, getting on city council helps me stay. Like I'm involved.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
I thought many times about stepping away, stepping out of GP, but my business is here and everything. So,
What was on the wall? What were you saying though?
well, it's just him.
Oh yeah,
It's a
him
mural
and-
of him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like he's got his fists up, or it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
actually
a
watched that on my Instagram. Where
Yeah.
I have my little thing, my Instagram.
few people showed. We got this one girl. Well, it's actually her and her fiance husband, Ivan, Gladys and Ivan, explore the prairie.
Uh-huh.
She's just I think she's like a speech therapist or something, but like they go and do Instagram and take photos, go out to GP's, Zavala's, Firehouse, the mural, the farmer's market, and they do little like cool, awesome, well done pictures.
Oh.
And she's pretty, so that helps. But she's not like provocative pretty. She's just
Yeah.
a pretty girl. And it's been, anyway, promoting Grand Prairie.
Oh yeah.
So they're Grand Prairie people, and it's so cool at this point to see a guy like Virgil, a guy like Instagram who's dedicated to Grand Prairie, downtown looking a bit better. Of course, 161's got stuff going on. So we're almost 200,000 people here in Grand Prairie. So it's getting to be a pretty large town.
I don't forget where I came from. Oh, GP. Oh yeah, I made you another one too. Let me get this real quick.
Man, full of goodies.
Oh. This one says. Let me put these back on. I don't know if I have any little more of these little things.
Hey, so this one, oh, hey, go ahead and cut that. I'm gonna put it on right now.
Oh, dang it. This one said, look, check that one out. Show your peeps. It says all GP.
Oh yeah, and that's the bandana, right?
Yeah, that's the actual bandana.
Hey,
So-
why you gotta choose that flu?
Go for blue. Go for blue. And it's reflective, so whenever you hit lights on that thing, it pops. So if
Man,
you're
you-
walking at night,
You brought all these unfinished
hey,
bracelets, man. Come on, Phil.
I didn't know your size, bro.
Nah, cool.
But this one will be finished in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll pop that on.
Yeah. I have to get a picture too, so I can put on my Insta, because no one really saw what I was doing, so I'm gonna start posting all kinds of cool stuff on my Instagram.
I can probably clip this video of you even making that.
Oh really?
We'll see what I can.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. It's like little clippers.
something else I wanted to talk about. I think it'd be worth it because
it?
just because
Bam, pop
that's
that
a lot
baby
of
on.
what I do here
That's
is
custom. Do you feel me?
love it, bro.
Since we have the same wrist size, it's pretty easy. I can just boom, boom, boom. Now that I'm doing this.
Boom, boom.
Does it fit?
Yeah, for sure.
There you
I don't
go.
wear any rings, bracelets, nothing. So
Is
we'll
that-
see how long that lasts.
Hey, you don't have a ring on the finger?
No, man.
No, you should be. Girls should be getting you actually.
That's the other thing I thought about staying in GP. It's not a scene. And that's kind of one of the things I'm trying to work on with like Firehouse and Savala's Barbecue. They get pretty. They got like 14,000 Instagram followers.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's like a legit. They're gonna be. I hope they're gonna be Texas Monthly top 50.
Oh wow.
And apparently, that top 50 for like 3 months, people come from everywhere. There's people who want to hit all 50 restaurants,
Uh-huh.
like a lot of people. And of course, some people hit just the 20 or 10 or a few of them. But if you're on that top 50, we're gonna have people coming from all over Texas to check out downtown GP.
What is it again? What kind of-
Zavala's Barbecue.
Oh, the barbecue.
Yeah,
Man,
his brisket's money.
that just sounds good. I love barbecue. I'm gonna have to go check that out for real.
Well, the
Barbe-
thing is, they got full-time jobs, and so he just does it on Saturday.
Oh.
But he started doing it on Friday as well.
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so Friday for lunch is the barbecue menu. Friday night's like different every Friday.
And who do I talk to? What's the guy's name?
Nah, man, it's a you ain't got to talk to nobody. Just go up there and order.
Oh, it's a restaurant.
Yeah, they got a location now that since COVID they shut down the inside. Inside was real small, but they got a bunch of picnic tables out there.
Uh-huh.
This is a perfect time of weather to be just sitting outside eating anyway. And they're not. I don't think they're supposed to, but they got a cooler full of beer.
What?
Yeah, so it's like
That's perfect.
while you're in line waiting,
Barbecue and beer.
Yeah.
That's like pool goes hand in hand.
It's funny. I promote them a lot, and like I don't get nothing out of it. Like, but they're just my
Hey, you know,
downtown.
you get a burger or a sandwich.
And they were 04, so they would have been freshmen when you were a senior. Joe Zavala's the guy's name, CJ Ramirez.
Oh, really? So they were from Grand Prairie.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And that's the other thing. He could have opened that store up different places, but he chose GP.
I might not have the right thing. I came up here with non-prepared.
Tripping, Phil.
I used like 3 of them whenever you changed your mind.
Hey.
Whenever the people came.
Hey,
to-
I'm just saying. I'm just saying you tripping. I'm saying you just.
You're gonna have different color flasks, but I'll make it happen. I'll make it here in a minute. 'Cause
Remember, you were gonna finish the rest of them, mail them to me. I'm gonna.
that's right.
Yeah.
I just need to know your size, but we're gonna mail them. That's even easier. Get your order in.
Boom, boom.
The website that I have that I'm gonna be working on will have everything, so people can, if they want something, it'll be a lot smoother and easier to get.
I wonder
hold
on the
of me.
order you can put like common wrist size 6 3/4, 6.5.
That can happen. I listen to a lot of people whenever they talk about different kind of things, and that's how it became this what it is, because I just listened to, somebody said I should put a protector on it, so
It doesn't
I,
fade?
I went and got Scotch Guard, and
Nice.
now I let them sit for like 2 hours, and I press them again with Scotch Guard, so now they're like kind of waterproof. It's like, so if you spill a Coke on it or something, it's gonna bead off.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And that I didn't have that.
I
on
wonder
there for a
about
while back.
swimming.
Swimming? Oh, I wear them all the time, and I wear them through the pool, through the shower.
Really? Okay.
And it's not gonna last you forever, but it'll last you a while. But if you
Yeah.
want it to last a longer time, you're gonna treat it like any kind of jewelry. You take it
Yeah.
off, you put it up. You know what I mean? But I keep mine on.
It's a
all the
$12
time.
piece of jewelry. You can get another
It's
one
not
in 6 months.
Yeah, it's not like I'm raping you or something.
Yeah.
like
No,
trying
no,
to,
no, no, no.
I'm not doing all that. I'm just trying to make you something you like. And if you like it and it messes up, I can make you another one.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's $100 bracelet or a watch or something like that. If it was, then it'd be a little bit different.
Okay, so part of what I do here is light. That's my mantra. It's my studio. It's Light Studios. LITE. Learn, inspire, teach, entertain. So
Oh.
this is learning. This is inspiring. So this is pretty. You're kind of teaching. You're also showing people how to do it, right? Like,
Well, nobody really does it, but they can. It's not like it's a secret.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time into it, so I know different things.
that's the point. Yeah, you can do this, but
Yeah.
it ain't like you just do it. I mean, it's a involved process.
It's a
And you do it-
process, and I show people kind of like pretty much what I do. It's I don't know. It's kind of hard, but it's time consuming. Whatever. It's just something I like to do.
So part of that, and this is why I let into the story because it's almost sensitive. So the N word, right?
Oh yeah.
Growing up, that was like a rap songs, and I had a lot of black friends, and it was like a part of my speech. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
saying it here and there.
Oh
and
man,
like,
I got a bad mouth. My mouth is
yeah,
pretty bad, so I
and
catch myself on that.
so this is all linking in. So my good dear friend Jaron modeled in New York for like 10 years.
Mr. Holt.
And I followed Jaron, loved him to death. He's an awesome dude. And he comes back at like the 10-year reunion, and I'm like, and I'm drunk, and I'm like, you in New York? And I said the I ended in A. It wasn't, and it was
Yeah.
my buddy that I was just
Yep.
talking trash, and like I didn't, and so next thing you could tell, he's like almost immediately offended.
Yeah.
Of course,
sure.
Jaron, he's cool.
Yeah, cool dude.
He could have punched me out right then.
Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, you could tell he's offended. Well, I think I said it 1 or 2 more times, and our boy Robbie,
Roberto.
yeah. So that's why I love about Robbie. Like, he was like standing up for Jaron, and again,
Yeah, great heart.
it was that transition into really learning that, dude, you can't say that word.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There was a time where, it took a little transition of taking it out of your vocabulary, and that helped. Go ahead.
Oh, GP. Yeah, no, that was.
And so I was transitioning that into Robbie. How
Yeah.
he's one of the coolest dudes. He stood up.
That dude's a great guy.
And again, I don't think I was like berating. It was just an uncomfortable thing, and Jaron wasn't cool with it. And Robbie said something to me. We kind of had a little beef about it.
10-year reunion, right?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, I went to that. It was cool. We see everybody. You think
And I crashed y'all's. I was a year ahead of y'all, but
you crashed mine.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I went and seen everybody. They're the same. We just had some fun. Went back to the house.
yeah.
I think the 20-year is about.
Mine is like supposed to be like right now.
So is ours.
And
So do we miss it because of the pandemic? I think it's ours actually.
Okay.
Yours already passed. Or no, it's about to pop up. Actually,
Technically, the way it
it's y'all's
works,
and then ours.
you
Something
do
like that.
yours in October of 21.
Oh, okay. So I don't know anything about it.
It's like the homecoming. That's the traditional
But you
thing.
think about it. That's 20 years, not
Yeah.
10, 20 years.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be past graduation, so
Uh-huh.
that's why it's you graduate like May of 21's your official 20 years. So then a little bit after that is when you have the celebration, which ours would be right now or last month.
It's
And
like
we just
you missed it, dude. You crashed ours, but missed yours. Come on, dude.
well with
that work?
COVID and fears and we did the 10-year. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did the 10-year.
What was y'all's?
Dude, Boston's. Like we went to Boston's and like had drinks
Sherlock's.
and we went
I
out.
don't think it's even there anymore
Yeah.
now, too. But it was fun.
Well, Casey Casey Hamilton.
Casey Hamilton. I
she
talked
married
to her the other day.
She married my best friend, and we were all running
Oh.
together when all that was going down. So that's why I went up there. And she's like, "Hey, we're having a reunion." La, la, la.
Oh.
So I went
yeah.
up to Sherlock's and started hanging out with everybody.
I actually talked to Casey 2-3 days ago.
No way.
She actually ordered 5 bracelets from me that say grit.
Grit, huh?
G-R-I-T, and it's gonna be a solid one, but it's have grit on it. I called her because she said she wasn't something about her Instagram. I called her, and it's funny talking to her too.
Oh, dude.
My daughter's 19. She's got 2 kids, and it's
3.
like, 3.
Yeah.
There it goes. And it's like, hey, how you been? What you doing? It's like
Yeah.
you don't. It's like talking to somebody, but it's nothing's
Right.
changed. But it
You
was just
pick up where you left off.
There you go. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
what's
trying
up?
to say.
Yeah.
It's what's up, Casey.
That's a good friend.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're cool. You ain't gonna do uncomfortable. How are things?
Yeah, no, it's
what are you
like-
up to?
It's like, what's up?
Yeah.
Like I did when I seen you.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, you ain't got to go through all the background stuff. We
But now
just
she wanted some, so I'll be sending them to her too.
good.
Those are
So
in the
she
works.
married my best friend all through college.
Oh.
I started running with him, met him at the ballpark. He became a real good friend of mine. And actually, when we got back from Costa Rica, I started hanging out with Joel, and Casey was hanging out with me a lot then because we just went to Costa Rica for a week.
Yeah.
And that's when they met.
Oh.
I'd been friends with Joel for a long time, so they're married with 3 kids, live up in. They were in Roanoke, but Casey's top of the line, man. She's a cool one. Yeah, they got 3 kids.
I went to elementary with Casey, middle school and high school.
You go to Eisenhower?
That's right.
That's what I'm telling you, man. That's why we're boys. We go all the way back.
I went
dude.
to Milan first, but then I went to Eisenhower.
See, I went to Austin first and went to Eisenhower, second grade.
Yeah, so it was Milan, Eisenhower, Adams, and Grand Prairie.
Yeah.
Eisen also played for the Jets.
Yeah, nice.
Pee Wee football. Did you play any Pee Wee football?
Nah, man. I was so scrawny. I tried to play basketball for a while. I was halfway decent, and I practiced a lot. So, I mean, basketball's my favorite thing. But football, I was telling Mr. Holt the other day how I had to block B.J. Johnson.
Ooh.
We played Jackson one year in
B.J.
middle
Johnson?
school.
I just remember that name, B.J. Johnson. Dude.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah, so he was playing defensive back. Of course, he's a wide receiver and went to UT and everything. But I got to block him because
Did he go to South?
yeah,
okay, yeah.
They were good with him.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I go up to block him and I push, and I kind of push myself back. That's how I kind of realized this ain't really for me. Like I couldn't push him. And then coach was like, block him, block him. He's like, coach is yelling at me. So he's just like standing there. So I just wrap his legs up, just hold on.
He's like looking at what is he?
He's like, that's exactly. He looked at the ref. I remember he goes, ref, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, you're out of there.
Football wasn't my sport, homie. I tried, man. I tried.
Hey, well, you look like you're doing good for yourself. All this cool stuff you got.
Oh,
here.
it's fun. I mean, this was actually, I want to be clear, this was a major investment, and
Yeah, it's
I had to
okay.
pay for it. I put it on credit card, and it kind of grew. Like you're doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast, and I thought I'll just get a couple mics, put it on my phone, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this nicer mic, and then I was like, well, let me get this program.
Oh,
Then I
yeah.
talked to a guy who builds websites, and he's like, he did me a website really cheap. And then he started telling me all this different equipment, the mixer, the cords. And then I was like, well, I might as well videotape it. I mean, because then, people want to see that.
Yeah.
And it just built. So I ended up spending money. But at this point, obviously, everything's bought and I own it. So now it's just a casual.
See, I'm going through that little thing. I've invested in some stuff.
Yeah,
but,
your pressing equipment.
So, I got that sent by my sister, but the Cameo, the camera.
Yeah.
It's like all these things you get, and over time, if you're thinking about it, you just, it could happen just like this.
Yeah,
man. Podcast. Which I think you got some cool stuff. I'm going to have to come visit more often to just, see your stuff. You got cool stuff.
What I'm looking for is this casual conversation anyway, and you get into different things. Like I said.
Next time I come, if I come, I'll have my stuff going pretty smooth, and I can tell you about how that's running. I don't know.
You set up shop?
Yeah, hey. No, just to talk about, hey, look, remember that back in the day? It was nothing, but now it's something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I got the equipment here. If you want to come up here and like record like a video to put on your Instagram.
I want to have all that YouTube.
That's why I tell people, this sits empty for a week.
Oh.
And then I come in here for an hour, sometimes twice a week, and then it sits empty for the rest of the week.
This whole thing does?
Yeah, it ain't like I'm recording all day. You know what I mean?
No
Like,
way. So this is like you're just a little chill spot. You come and do a podcast.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. I didn't know that.
I'm lucky. I get the room is cheap. I still pay for it. So I said I'm not paying anymore, but the editing software.
Yeah.
And then I pay real cheap for this room.
That's cool. Oh, did I give you the thing? I'm gonna have to put this up so everybody can see where I put it. Where are we putting this?
The video should be able to see. You saw it, the deal, so you could put it right there.
I'm gonna put it by your flag.
And then,
it's like leaving
it sticks.
It's like leaving my marking. Like Customyaphilme1 was here.
Hold on, real fast. I'm gonna look at the video. Well, see, I would say put it below the flag, but you'll be blocking it. But the best part is right above that that ballpark photo.
Okay, I got you. I was looking at it. I was watching your
But
stuff.
I almost like it like up front where my guests can see it.
Oh.
Like boom, but let's do that.
Hey, I can always make you another one,
Come on, baby.
Hey, we are friends,
Yeah. Hey, and you're looking for business,
That's
I'm fair. I'm fair.
That's right.
I'll pay for whatever.
Hey, I remember I need a new pair of glasses.
Yeah, boy. Daddy need a new pair of glasses. 2000 on 21.
Frames, I'll make it whatever. I'll make something out of nothing.
I'm betting $2,000 on 21. We trying to.
Here we go. So before I get out of here, I'll put this up so you can have something to remember me.
Yeah, do it right now. And then we're almost at an hour. We'll cut it quick.
Let's see. Right about here. What you think?
That lower and to the right, closer to the flag.
Closer to the flag.
Yeah.
You want it centered though, right?
Well, yeah.
Right here?
Yeah, that'll work. I like that actually. I just want to make sure it gets seen.
Let's hope it's not crooked, but
If
you
work.
wanted to, you could always put this above that.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? It's some artistic.
Yeah, some
I don't know if this
Amanda, my good friend Amanda, she's like, are you ever gonna hang those pictures?
I was thinking that same thing too, actually.
I was like, well, what I'm doing though is just filling up the background so it's not that ugly wall. I mean, that's why that's there. It ain't because I ain't hanging it up. I'm just trying to, because the camera angle.
Yeah. I seen it too. Actually, I was thinking that same thing. That's why I was making that. I was like, he needs to put some stuff up on the walls. But hey, it's cool. It's whatever. You can't sit there, but
Yeah.
You saying you're not in here all the time, so.
All right. If you're still listening to the podcast,
Oh yeah.
at Customyaphilme.
Yeah, you can actually go to my Instagram at Customyaphilme1.
Yeah.
And you can hit me up. Like if you want something, I can make it up for you. Or my Facebook.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Well, that's under my name, but I have a Customyaphilme1 on Facebook as well.
Nice.
So, and on Etsy, if you look up bandana bracelet, boom, I should pop up because there's really not too many people doing it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have like the custom stuff on it for my Etsy.
Yeah.
It'll get there, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
If you really want something custom, you can go to my Instagram and just.
Well, and that's
reach
the
out to
thing
me.
is people just knowing it ain't. You don't just look up a product and buy it. Like,
Yeah.
tell me what you want. Like
That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it is. I'm trying to make like something that you're thinking about. Make it
custom. You feel me?
Custom.
I'm just saying.
Make it come to life.
Custom.
You know what I'm saying?
Phil, it's been an honor. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm so glad we hooked up because I didn't expect the 3-hour conversation
Before this?
beforehand. This is only a glimpse of the time we spent. But I don't want to bore people to death.
Yeah, it's cool.
Come back though. Like, even if you move, you'll
Yeah.
come back to visit. So
Yeah,
let me know. We'll record. Tell me about what you're doing. And if you stick around, you're always welcome, man. You know, come back.
Sure.
I told you, I'm a GP nerd.
I can get some of these fresh jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Yeah.
We're gonna start marketing those.
They're actually good.
$20 a bag, fresh jalapenos.
They're pretty hot.
Man, wait till those come out the other end. You're gonna be having a hard
It's a
time.
journey, Cole, that I've been going on, and I'm just like doing it, you know. So, some things don't happen the way you want it to, like financials, the
Sure.
pandemic, But I'm just gonna be me. That's all I can do. And sometimes you can figure out, sometimes it's okay not to be okay. I guess you can say that in a way, but I'm okay. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely, talk about it.
yeah.
Friends are the best
Oh, I
medicine.
got some
sometimes.
great friends. My buddy Edward.
Yeah.
E Money.
Yeah.
He's always there for me. He's very keeps me motivated.
Edward Caruso, rapper,
That's right.
Christian
Hey,
rapper,
E-Monster, actually. E-Monster.
at E Monster. Is that his? or
Yeah,
is that,
I actually,
I don't know his exact Instagram.
no, it's Edward Leha, I believe. But
Yeah.
I have him on some SoundClouds.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Oh,
you know,
no
man,
doubt
that
he's
dude's
good.
got talent.
Yeah.
Talented. Remember, I was telling you, hold on, before we get out of here, but we did this competition in high school, and y'all were cheerleaders,
Yeah.
and we were cheerleaders.
Yeah,
Actually,
The cheerleaders taught us a routine.
Yeah.
And we had to compete against the
Us.
different grades.
yeah. So me and Edward, we're like cold at doing all these flips and breakdancing and
Yeah.
stuff. So once we went out there, man, we put on a show.
No doubt.
We got them. Actually, we won that competition.
Oh, I know you. Oh.
But we were out doing backflips and flares. I got
Yeah.
tossed up in a basket toss. That was
Nice.
really cool. But yeah, man, that's my buddies like Edward and Lisa. They're my best friends. And I
Oh yeah,
just know
Lisa
that.
was a cheerleader too, so that she
Yeah.
was like right in that,
Yeah.
teaching y'all how to do that. That's our girls. They took us aside and taught us this routine. Of course, we screwed it up completely. We had a, I mean, it wasn't absolutely horrible, but and then when y'all came on, we're like, oh, okay.
That's
We're-
funny. You said it, man. If you can find that video, that'd be cool too. Because I've never seen it, but I
Hey.
just know we did good.
No, I'm telling you, it's somewhere. I've seen it, and I just got to remember where I saw it, and
old
it
things.
might have been Judd Taylor's mom. I
Oh.
think that's it. You remember
Judd was in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Judd being in it.
All right, Phil, let's cut it, man.
Hey, well, I'm gonna have some of these jalapenos. Thanks for having me on, Cole. I appreciate it. I just want people to see what I'm doing, and you can hear it, and you can see it if you go to your YouTube, right? So
Yeah.
your YouTube, would you post it like a week later?
Yeah, well, we'll see. I got to edit it and have fun with it, and
It's just some of those
I'll
cool
tag you.
things that I like to make come to life. If you want one, holler at your boy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
yeah, you feel me? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
All right, Phil.